Hello and welcome to Calendar on what's an historic day for the City of Leeds and a momentous one for the MND community.
Yes, you join us live inside the newly opened Rob Burrow Centre for Motor Neurone Disease. This incredible place is a first of its kind for Britain, a place which was, of course, inspired by and now a living legacy to the man that it is so proudly named after.
Well, over the next half hour, we'll take you for a look around and show you some of the amazing work being done right here. We'll also look back on the blood, sweat and tears, those of Rob, his best friend Kevin, and so many thousands of other fundraisers which turned a dream into reality.
That's all coming up on Monday night's Calendar. It was back on the 19th of December 2019 that Rob Burrow, a rugby league legend with the Leeds Rhinos, was told by doctors that he had motor neurone disease. Now, he was just 37 years old. Of course, Rob wasn't the first or the last to receive that news. In fact, some 6 people are diagnosed with MND in the UK every single day. It's why Rob pledged to raise the profile and the support for the MND community, along, of course, with his teammate and his best friend, Kevin Sinfield. Well, 6 years on, and they've changed the way that we all think about MND. And they've inspired an army of fundraisers to help create this incredible centre. Katie Oscroft looks back on their journey.
I'm very excited about the plans for the MND Care Centre. The centre will make a real difference to the lives of people diagnosed with MND today and in the future.
It's just a real centre of hope and a centre of love, and that's exactly what Rob would have wanted.
Rob Burrow was young and supremely fit when he was diagnosed with the cruellest disease. MND slowly robbed him of his speech and his ability to move, but he lived his agonising decline in the public eye and raised the profile for sufferers everywhere.
It was really tough, to be told that you've got a year or 2 years to live is devastating. We had 3 young children, and Rob had just started his playing career, gone into coaching, and life was pretty perfect for us at that point. So to receive the diagnosis was devastating, but I think Rob's bravery, his courage, he showed us how to fight, and he fought right until the end.
Rob's diagnosis meant visiting Dr Agam Jung in Seacroft Hospital's ageing facilities. They worked together to change everything.
I'm very grateful to Rob for having the courage, immense courage. I'd never before seen the way he has actually opened up his life to the public. Showing yourself when you're most vulnerable is really, really difficult, and he did that, and he's changed the trajectory of the disease itself.
And alongside Rob, his teammate Kevin Sinfield became the central figure in fundraising which saw millions pour in. He was to carry his friend across the finishing line of the marathon run in Rob's name. Thousands got behind the appeal, and as the money rolled in, the foundations for a new centre were laid. Rob Burrow died in June last year, but as the public mourned, a day later his family carried out his dying wish.
3, 2, 1.
We didn't think it was going to happen, to be honest. We were putting the spade in the ground, say, the day after Rob passed away, so we were on autopilot. We didn't know where we were. But 17 months later, we're here, and it's for the future sufferers now and their families.
He'd be absolutely thrilled. He'll be here today with us, and be looking down and thinking we've done it. And today, to see this, it's a dream that's come true.
This centre replaced windowless rooms and facilities where families wouldn't want to come.
It's amazing, the centre, and I'm so glad that families who maybe get devastating news can come here and ease it a bit. The kids definitely love it. I know Jackson didn't want to leave last time we were here, and I know it's like a nice safe place to come, and you can make loads of memories here.
I think this is more than just a building. I think it's symbolic of what can happen when a community comes together to make something happen for a cause that matters. Over 17,000 people have contributed to making this happen, and I extend my thank you to every single one of those.
The Burrow family want to see centres like this across the country and say they will continue to raise money in Rob's name. But today they are celebrating his dream becoming a reality.
Yay!
What would Rob have made of all this?
I think he'd have that beaming smile. I think he'd feel incredibly proud. I feel like he's with us here in spirit today. But yeah, he would be incredibly proud.
It's an incredible story. Well, we're joined now by Rob Burrow's consultant, of course, Dr. Aegon Jung. Dr. Jung, what a day. Congratulations on everything that everybody has achieved here, and everyone's got a smile on their face.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, it's been a roller coaster of a day, absolutely inspirational, and I think the smiles on my patients' faces, on the carers and my team, you know, it is just so uplifting. Yeah, brilliant.
Because MND is such a cruel disease, of course, a terrible illness. To have to tell somebody they've got that must be just one of the hardest things in the world.
It is, but then I have to remember that if it is hard for me, it is harder for my patient. So yeah, but it is a tough job to do.
What's amazing about this place is it doesn't feel like a medical centre, it doesn't feel like a hospital. You've thought of everything.
It is, you know, well, it's been created with the input from the patients, from their carers, from family members, from my clinical team. And yes, I would agree that everything has been thought of, whether it is a quiet room where patients can go and gather their thoughts before they go home, or there is a door that they can exit from if they don't want to meet anybody, or for children who are accompanying their parents, they still get to do their homework. They can't escape from that.
You have thought of everything. I mean, obviously, Rob is just so inspirational throughout all this, and Kevin Sinfield, you've all worked together to create this. They're very special people.
They are, and I think that, you know, I mean, as much as I look after my patients, I think Rob and the MND community has looked after me and my team. And this centre really embodies how, you know, the collaborative effort, whether it is industry, it is charity, it is the hospital, it is architects, it is patients, carers, team members, clinical team members, everybody getting together and working for one aim. You know, that is the beauty of this space.
And your aim for this building is what?
I think there are 4 pillars to this space, you know. Clinical care is one of them, and the big thing for me is the holistic care and well-being, looking after whole person health, making sure that a patient is, that we are not treating an illness, we are not just diagnosing an illness, we are not just creating a management plan, but we are looking after a person with an illness from diagnosis till death.
Well, it's been amazing to see you on this very, very special day. Congratulations again on everything that's been achieved. And we know this place is just going to be such a wonderful thing for the future for everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, the facilities are amazing, as we've been saying there. So let's have a look at some of the treatment that's offered here. Let's cross over to Lara, who's in one of the new treatment rooms. Lara.
Yes, Ian, this is the treatment room. Now, this is, I'm told, quite different to the old treatment room. The great thing is it's all specially made for people who are living with MND. So you can see special knives and forks that will make it much easier to eat. It's just all about making people feel comfortable when they come here for treatment or for exercise. And the room is full of daylight during the day. I want to introduce you to some very special people. I have Claire here, who is the lead specialist MND nurse. I also have Tahira, who has MND. She's been living with it since 2019, and she's 77, aren't you? And your daughter Amna as well, who's also on this MND journey with her mother. And first of all, I can see, Tahira, from your face how delighted you are with this new centre. It is the first time that you've seen it. Can you tell us what you think using your voice box?
Hello everyone. It's nice to meet everyone. I am shocked to see this beautiful centre. It's amazing.
Oh, it really is amazing. Your face has lit up. It really touches your heart, doesn't it? Thank you. Yes, on the behalf of all MND sufferers. Amna, your mum, she's obviously so grateful for this. What kind of a difference will it make for her?
I think it's from all the big things to the little things, really. Like, for example, you know, Mum would not drink water when we used to come to clinic because the toilet's really difficult to access, and Now here, I just went to the toilets here. They're huge. There's so much space. It just gives her the space and dignity to do what she needs to do and wait for all the specialties and see them.
Yeah, for you, because you're on the MND journey too, you know, as a family member, it does affect you too. What does it mean for you to come into a beautiful, like, an airy space that's, you know, beautiful paint on the walls?
It gives us hope. It gives us a sense of, like, there's more to this journey than just MND, and all the people here to meet all the specialists and people who help us along this journey. Also, I could bring my children here who can work in the family room and be with mum while she's getting her treatment done. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful space.
Tahira, you're not going to be on your own in this place, are you? Claire, just very briefly, I know that this is only the second time you've seen it and you will be working here. Will it make much of a difference to you?
Yeah, it'll make a phenomenal difference to the service. I think to be able to see our patients and families in an environment that's been purposefully built with them in mind will be absolutely fantastic. But it also means that as a service we can develop and grow. We've got the space now to grow our service and do some really exciting things.
Claire, that's good to hear. Thank you very much. So, as we've already heard in the programme, some 6 people every day in the UK are diagnosed with MND. And we've seen, haven't we, with Rob Burrow, what a cruel and complex disease this is. It affects not only the person who has MND, but also their family as well, and it can be quite an isolating time for everyone. But thankfully, in the darkest of times, there is light, isn't there? The MND community are so supportive, and we've seen them go above and beyond with fundraising, haven't we, for this very centre. Adam Fowler has this report.
3 different people whose lives have been impacted by the same degenerative disease. First, Ian Flatt from Greenhammerton near York. Diagnosed with MND just a few months before Rob Burrow, last year he scaled 7 peaks across England, Scotland and Wales to raise money for the new facility in Leeds.
The centre's been a massive part of that journey. Having the focus and the determination as a family to be involved in the fundraising gave us a purpose.
Ian and his family raised more than £100,000 and were helped up each mountain by up to 70 friends and family.
He couldn't have done it without other people, so it just shows the kindness of people how they get behind Ian, and even strangers who have just heard about the mad, crazy ideas that he comes up with and want to help him get up a mountain or run the marathon or whatever else it might be.
So I guess in a way it's one of those situations where you're facing real challenges, but at the same time, you're seeing the best in people.
That's exactly it, Adam, more than anything. The people we've met, some of the great friends that we now have, and they've impacted our life enormously.
I don't know where Look at each other.
This was rugby player Tom Davies from Sheffield a few years ago. Last year, he was diagnosed with MND. He's 31 now and has a positive outlook despite the progression of the disease.
I swear to take his name and his weak as it comes to me. I'm really lucky to have so much support about me through Alex, but also my friends and my family as well. We're always trying to do fun things and book fun things in the calendar and just keep living as I am here for as long as I can, just keep doing things that I find us joy and life.
Tom travels to a centre in Melton Mowbray for specialised care and is excited by the prospect of a specialist MND centre so close to home.
It's really fantastic to have somewhere that thinking about all aspects of care for people with MND. Can't wait to see what it all looks like.
In Todmorden, David Wilson was diagnosed in 2020, having just survived blood cancer.
Having told our girls that their dad had got cancer, we then had to face telling them that he survived the cancer, but he's not walking away from this one.
The dad of 3 was an elite fell runner. That's how he met his wife, Helen, who's continued to complete mountain marathons, carrying out one of his last wishes with every run.
He instructed me to leave some of his ashes on the start line and the finishing line of every mountain marathon I did. That I did indeed drop some of his ashes on the start line and on the finishing line of the up in the Lake District. And before that, when I've been back up in the lakes, up in our hills, up in the Langdales and such like, I've popped a few of his ashes where he's got some nice views. It's a funny thing. I really felt like he was kind of around in a strange universe sort of way.
David and his family raised thousands of pounds for the Rob Burrow Centre for MND.
David and I always knew that the chances are he wouldn't be alive to see it open, having everything under the same roof, feeling a sense of family within the MND community would have been a tremendous support to, not just to David, but to David, to me, to our girls, to everybody. Incredibly important.
Each of these people have shown incredible bravery in the face of adversity, and they welcome the new centre and the hope it brings for those who will follow in their footsteps. Adam Fowler, ITV News.
Yes, some incredible stories there. Well, you know, all around this building, as I've been wandering around today, I've been really taken aback by just how light and airy it is and how beautifully it's been decorated, not least with some of the amazing artwork on the walls. There's some of these massive photographs which are here in this particular corridor. These are by a gentleman, Ken Blackburn, who was diagnosed with MND 5 years ago. But he's really passionate about photography and, you know, he still carries on with his photography to this day, and he wanted these to be up on the wall here. Now, he sadly lost the ability to walk recently and finds talking difficult as the illness progresses, but he did want to tell his story to our reporter, Matt Price.
This is the world through Ken Blackburn's eyes, an MND patient from Stockton-on-Forest in North Yorkshire who has found hope in his battle with the condition from behind his camera lens.
So tell me about that MND diagnosis, and when you got that diagnosis, what was it like to receive that news?
My MND journey started about 10 years ago when I noticed that my speech was deteriorating. It didn't come as a complete shock to me. I'd pretty much decided what it was already. I count myself as lucky knowing that 50% of those diagnosed with MND die within 2 years.
Some of these amazing pictures from his trips to the countryside are now on show. Mirror-like reflections from the water here at Fewston Reservoir to herons hiding out at Nostell Priory. Uplifting artwork with a message of hope.
All the pictures chosen were taken in Yorkshire, mostly after I was diagnosed, and from the confines of my all-terrain power chair. I hope they will add to the overall peaceful ambience of the centre.
Ken, who lives with his wife Kay, was diagnosed in 2020 with a rare form of the disease, and they both know the importance of finding a cure.
Knowing that there's nothing out there at the moment, there's nothing you can do, it's obviously very frustrating and upsetting. So if there's something that could help with any part of it, because everybody with MND has different reactions. For Ken, he's got poor muscle control in his legs, so he'd love to be able to walk again.
Being able to continue taking photographs has been so important to my mental health. When I'm out in nature, it's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I even forget my problems for a while.
Ken and Kay are moving to Northern Ireland to be closer to family, but he hopes the pictures will generate a smile and offer a sense of comfort. Images from a man who has overcome obstacles to live life to the full.
And of course we do wish Ken and Kay all the best with their new life in Northern Ireland. That was Matt Price reporting there. You join us now with some very, very special people who you may well be able to recognise. We've got Rob's mum here, Irene, and his sister Jo and his other sister Claire. This is the family room. So who better to be joined with than Rob's very own family? Irene, what a day today has been. Goodness me, what a milestone.
Absolutely, yeah. We never thought we'd get to this, but it's amazing. The centre is absolutely amazing. It's so pleasant. You know, if you can say that about hospitals, nobody likes going, but this has got to be better. You walk in and you're just astounded with what they've done to it. It's an amazing building.
It is. And how proud are you of
Very
Rob,
proud.
your son?
Very proud, yeah. It was a dream that Adam had and Rob and Lindsay, and when they came to us and first mentioned it, and I thought, how are they going to do that? But because of all the lovely people, the donations that we've had, 17,000 donations, I mean, it's amazing.
Raised nearly £7 million.
Exactly, yeah. It has, yeah. It's wonderful.
It's incredible.
And he'll be really proud that today has happened. It's open, it's here. And they've achieved it. Yeah, and hopefully it makes things a lot better for people and families. Yeah.
Jo, you're a member of his family, aren't you? You're his sister. What do you think Rob would have made of this?
I think he'd be extremely proud. You know, it was Rob's dream, as Mum said, 4 or 5 years ago. He knew we had to do something, rally everybody, let's see how much we can raise. And I think now just seeing it come to fruition after all these years, Rob would be so proud that what he wanted to achieve, we've been able to do. So yeah, really proud.
Yeah. And Claire, I know that one of the things Rob really wanted to achieve with this new centre was somewhere that he felt families would be happy to come to, because he didn't feel comfortable taking his own children to the old centre, did he?
No.
He's smashed it, hasn't he, with this one?
Absolutely. I've watched the children here this morning. They've been running around. It's like a second home. They've just been, they're in their element. They've been doing arts and crafts. It has been absolutely fantastic watching them here. It's been lovely.
Lovely. And it must mean something special to you as a family to be able to be here today.
It really does.
No, yeah. And seeing Rob's kids, how happy and proud they are. They're amazing, absolutely amazing. And we're so proud of them, and I'm sure Rob will be.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So,
what a legacy. Ian, you've joined us now.
I've come back from the other side of the building just to see you, and just to say a huge congratulations to everybody who's been involved in this, because it's just an amazing achievement, isn't it? You must be so proud.
Yeah.
Really proud, aren't we?
We are proud, yeah.
And
Proud moment
the
today.
next thing, I know that you're proud, but you're not stopping there, are you? Because they're already thinking about things that they can get for this centre to add to it.
Yeah.
But also, the biggest thing that you would like is a cure, isn't it?
Yes, that's what we're waiting for. We watch all the time. They're getting one for Alzheimer's, different Huntington's disease, and now, I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
MND, let's hope so.
Yeah,
because it's a devastating illness.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Not just for the
Thank you very much. We're out of time. Thanks ever so much. We're going to leave you with some great images from the past few years. Bye-bye.
I remember all of the things that I thought I wanted to be.
Being told, you've got something where there's no cure, so I suppose you have your good days, your bad days, but yeah.
This ain't easy, it's not meant to be.
How busted and broken I am now, and do it because that's what mates do, don't they?
But when the pain cuts you deep, and when the night keeps you from sleeping, just look and you will see that I will be your remedy. When the world seems so cruel, and your heart makes you feel like a fool, I promise
that cure. I wish we'd have got it before he passed, but we will get it.
Come whatever, I'll be the shelter that won't let the rain come through.
The future of MND has changed dramatically. This is primarily because of Rob Burrow and of course Kevin and the country, random strangers who have donated to this.
Love you.
So special, so impactful on so many people.
Your remedy.
It's just a real centre of hope and a centre of love, and that's exactly what Rob would have wanted. He wanted this centre to try and help other families, in tough times, and I think he would be incredibly proud.